Welcome, guys, to another episode of Unlock Within. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you can't remember your own name. Sounds terrifying, right? Or imagine this you're working hard to keep your body in shape, gym memberships, health meals, all those steps tracked on your fitness apps. But what about the engine driving it all? The most vital organ which is in our body, which is our brain. So we have all heard it, mind over matter, but how often do we stop to think about the health of our mind itself? Why are we neglecting our brain health? Well, the truth is we focus so much on our physical health that the brain, the control center of everything, takes a backseat, only getting attention when something starts to go wrong. But what if I told you there's a way to keep your brain in top shape? Just like your to unlock better focus, sharper memory, and more energy. So remember, folks, this is a silent crisis. Like we are facing a silent crisis of the brain health neglect. Now, while we obsess about our physical appearance and bodily health, we often overlook the very organ that controls it all. Like it's time that we ask ourselves, why are we neglecting our brain health? Most of us, I believe, if I may say so, that most of us believe brain health is a topic for elderly or for those with medical issues. But the fact is that brain health care is very crucial, and it affects everyone. So we rarely link that feeling of brain fog or forgetfulness to a neglected brain, right? We push it aside, thinking it can fix itself. But here's the reality: the longer we neglect our brain, the more we risk long-term damage. So, why does brain health matter? Here's where it gets very interesting. Actually, taking care of your brain doesn't just prevent problems; it's actually boosting your life. Imagine being able to focus for hours on end without feeling drained. Imagine remembering every detail, learning new things effortlessly, and having mental clarity like never before. Sounds like a superpower, right? Well, this is possible. And it all starts with your brain health. Now, common ways that we neglect our brain health is like that we think one of the biggest reasons we neglect is simply because we don't fully understand how it works. Sure, we know like it's made of billions of neurons and controls everything. But how often do we think about our diet, exercise, or even stress management impact, which impacts the way our brain functions? So it's like owning a high performance car, but never changing the oil rate, which ultimately the car eventually breaks down. So let's be honest, like it's easy to ignore what we can't see. You can't see your brain functions declining, your brain functions declining every day until unless like it's too late. So think about that, and our poor dietary choices also contribute to that. So we fuel our bodies with junk food and excessive sugar, forgetting that our brain actually needs proper nutrition to function optimally. So what you eat matters a lot. Foods rich in antioxidants like good fats, vitamins, minerals. These provide energy and aid in protecting our brain from all the diseases. So think about all those leafy greens, nuts, fish, everything which is rich in omega 3s, right? Other thing is the lack of exercise. So many of us lead very sedentary lifestyles, and we are unaware that physical activity is actually crucial for maintaining our cognitive function also and preventing brain deterioration that way. So exercise is just not for your body. It's a brain booster too. The aerobic exercises increase the flow of oxygen into our brain, which ultimately improves our cognitive function. So even a brief 30-minute walk can boost brain activity for that matter. And folks, another thing which actually affects it is the inefficient and insufficient sleep. So in our fast-paced world, we often sacrifice sleep, right? Not realizing that it's during rest that our brain consolidates memories and clears our toxins. So skimping on sleep not only hurts your focus, but also increases the risk of cognitive decline later in life. Then we come to the chronic stress that we all have. We have actually normalized stress as part of our daily life, ignoring its detrimental effect on our brain structure and function. Chronic stress, folks, it shrinks the brain. So simple habits like meditation, yoga, or even a few deep breaths during the day can actually drastically reduce your stress and its negative effects on your brain. And then when we talk about physical exercise, which is necessary, we don't talk about the limited mental stimulation that we do for our brain. We often fail and fall into our routines, depriving our brains of new challenges and learning experiences that are essential for cognitive health. So essentially, our brain actually loves challenges. So learning something new, maybe it's that solving that puzzle you have put in to your cupboard. Reading can also help form new neural pathways and keep your brain sharp. So don't ignore that. The other thing is like we all ignore mental health, of course. So many of us stigmatize our mental health issues, like failing to seek help when needed, which can lead to long-term brain health problems. And ultimately, like what happens is all these neglect that happens for the brain, it has consequences. Neglecting these simple practices might not seem like a big deal, right? But over time, the effects accumulate. We risk serious conditions like dementia, Alzheimer's, and depression, after all. So conditions that are very debilitating, not only for those affected, but for those there that are around those people, their loved ones also. So why wait for that wake up call? Like why play a dangerous game with your brain's health? When small dietary or daily changes can make a lifetime of difference for you. Essentially, like when we neglect our brain, right, we are increasing our risk of cognitive decline. We are increasing our risk for memory loss, for mood disorders, and of course, like neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. So, how do you take care of your brain health? Well, that's an interesting question. Essentially, adopt a brain healthy diet which is rich in omega 3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins. So, food like fatty fish, berries, and leafy greens can boost brain function. Get moving, which is essential. Regular exercises increases blood flow to the brain. This promotes the growth of new brain cells. Aim for at least I would say 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week. Prioritize your sleep. Ensure you get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. At least 6 to 7 hours is very essential. That matter. Uh, Establish a consistent sleep schedule and create a relaxing bedtime routine. This all is essential, but the most essential is also like managing stress. Practice stress reduction techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or even yoga for that matter. Like these can help protect your brain from harmful effects of chronic stress which occurs in a life. And don't forget to challenge your mind. Engage in activities that stimulate your brain. Learn a new language, play a new instrument, or even like I said earlier, solving puzzles. So this all will help you build your cognitive reserve. Folks, like stay socially connected. Don't go into a shell. Like maintain strong social connections. Engaging with others can help reduce the risk of depression and cognitive decline. Besides this, like regular checkups are very important. Don't neglect regular checkups and seek professional help if it is needed. If you notice any changes in your cognitive function or mental health, go and seek a doctor. There's no harm in that, and there's no shame. So let's flip the script. Let's make brain health a priority. Start by making small changes. Eat friendly food and get moving. Challenge your mind. Sleep better. Manage stress. Brain is a foundation for everything you do, right? But taking care of it is how and now is one of the best investments you can make in your future. So remember, folks, your brain is your most valuable asset. It's time we start treating it that way. And by making these simple yet powerful changes, we can protect our brain health and ensure a sharper, happier future. So let's start today. Your brain will thank you tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye.